We're off to South Carolina to the Michelin Lawrence Proving Ground to meet the car and the genius behind it. Christian, how are you?
Jay, so good to see you.
Well, it's good to see you again. It's always exciting. Now, he may look and sound like a Bond villain, but Christian is one of the nicest and most passionate guys around. Hailing from the land of Volvo, he's always loved cars. And in 1994, at the age of 22, he started the Koenigsegg car company with one mission: to create the most amazing supercar. Wow. What a visually stunning automobile.
Yeah, so this is the only one-to-one in the US. It's one of only 6 made, plus our prototype. We wanted to have a limited number that we were sure we would find an audience for.
And explain what one-to-one means.
We were looking at getting to the magical formula of having 1 horsepower per kilo of car.
Right.
It doesn't really mean anything else than that, but it's never been done before, and it's something that people have been talking about that would be exciting to get to that level. The other thing that one-to-one also means is that 1360 horsepower is also exactly 1 megawatt of power.
Right.
So that's another one. And it's the first production car in the world with 1 megawatt of power. So we said it's the world's first mega car.
And the fascinating part is every single part of this car is made in your factory. You make your wheels, you make everything, with the exception of the Michelin tires.
Yeah.
Everything is done in Sweden, which I find fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unusual for a small sports car manufacturer to make their own wheels in-house, especially hollow carbon fiber wheels.
Right.
We even make our own brake calipers.
Well, let's look at the door, first of all. Show us how that door opens. That's
so this
fascinating.
door we came up even on our first prototypes. It's called a dihedral synchrohelix actuation door. As you see, it opens up the whole entrance without moving out more than the door's thickness.
Right,
so you can park relatively close to another car and still have this wide supercar door fully open.
It's amazing just how light it is.
It's a one-piece carbon fiber door. Yeah. The inside and out is just one piece. This is from the same mold and tool. So it's hydraulically dampened, so even if you force it open like that, it just stops.
Yeah, that's great.
Nothing happens. So the body is really a clamshell body. The whole rear end comes up. It's one huge piece of carbon fiber.
Wow, I mean, this is just automotive jewelry, isn't it? It's just beautiful. Look at that.
So the engine is actually part of the chassis. What that gives you is fantastic agility. So it really feels like a big go-kart. That's important with this kind of power level and rear-wheel drive. You need to feel you have the car in your hand, and that is not a wild beast all over the place.
And this is not a giant motor. This is 5-liter V8.
It's 5 liter, yeah. Dry sump.
V8 of your own design.
It's very much so. We built it ground up.
It was important to you to design and build your own engine. Why?
Well, to have perfect integration, so it actually fits perfect in the car, and that it can do exactly what we want.
Let me ask you about the tread pattern on these Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires here.
Yeah, the tread pattern is based on the Michelin standard pattern, but then they adapt it to each tire size and to each car's needs. And they wear completely even, which is unusual. So the tires last really long. When we close the hood, we can see here the quite unique and extreme wing design. It's the world's first top-mounted active rear wing. The underside of the wing is what gives you the downforce. It's an upside-down airplane wing, if you like.
Oh, I see.
So it's always the details that makes the difference in the end.
Is this the family crest on the front here?
It is,
okay.
Yeah. It's a Koenigsegg family crest.
And how far back does that go?
To the 11th century or something.
Oh, that's all? Oh, okay. So it's fairly recent. Yeah,
right,
okay,
right.
Sure. What does it symbolize? What is it?
You know, I don't know.
No, but see, I love that. You know every single thing about the car except the part with your name on it.
Right,
That's very funny.
That's the least
Any
important.
part he can tell you anything. What does this mean? I have no idea.
Do you want to drive?
I would love to try.
Yeah.
Well, the engine's got a great visceral growl to it. You know, you can hear the mechanical parts moving. Good. Initial impression, just how comfortable the car is. I've got plenty of leg room. I'm 6 feet tall, and I've been in a lot of cars that have race seats, and these are the most comfortable race seats I've ever been in. Now, when you first started this company, did people think you were crazy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I was 22 years old. This was my childhood dream. I had tinkered with motorcycle cars and boats and stuff, but I wanted to prove to myself that the most difficult thing I could think of and prove to everyone else, and something I really loved, and that was cars. So I'm just going to do it. And since that day, I've done nothing else. And that was 21 years ago.
What was your biggest obstacle?
Everything.
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 Boy, it is like a go-kart, isn't it?
Good response. For being so powerful, it's very nimble and light and easy to access the power and performance.
You have to drive this on the track. I want to see what you do with it.
All right.
This is not my car, and as much as I would like to drive it a lot harder, at $3 million, I'll leave that up to the man. You feel the tires clawing at the pavement.
You don't even have to be a good driver to enjoy this.
Oh, looks great. When you consider the size of his company, the cars that Christian has built are on a whole different level. This is a day at the office for you. I can't wait to see what he comes up with next.